Hello and welcome to the Division II College Hockey South playoffs. We are here in Huntsville for the first game of our streaming here live at the Huntsville Ice Sports Center. I am going to be Tyler Moss here calling play-by-play with main man Russ Edens next to me. Russ, very exciting game. We have the University of Florida and the University of Clemson battling out in the first game here in Huntsville. What do you think about the matchup so far?
I think it's going to be pretty good. I think the Gators have a lot more depth than the Tigers. They showed it all season. I like the combination, though, of their brothers Koff, Herbert Koff, and Sully Koff, though. I know Koff hasn't lit the scoreboard this season, but I do like their dynamic. They probably played together for a long time. So it's fun to watch them play together. But I like the combo of just the depth of the Gators.
Absolutely. In net, we have Parker Dietz for the University of Clemson, Connor Lee for the University of Florida. These are two journeyed teams. We have Clemson, who's finally making it back after missing the playoffs last year. And the Florida Gators are returning once again as a high seed. Should lean to the Gators, but what do we think? Final predictions here before the game starts.
I think the Gators are going to squeeze this one out 5-4.
And we have the puck drop here at center ice. Game on. First game here in Huntsville. D2 playoffs, College Hockey South. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, all the same as we have Clemson taking the first opportunity to take a shot in at goalie Connor Lee. Puck getting passed around here. Clemson reclaims. Clemson starting very aggressively, Russ. What do you think they're going to be needing to do to knock off the higher seeded Gators?
I think they have to be aggressive the whole game. They can't slack up. They have to play a full 60-minute game. I think the Gators have more depth, obviously, and that's going to play a big factor in the third period. So they got to get ahead now.
Couple shots there on for Clemson as Florida finally takes their chance to get it deep in the zone. Clemson reclaims the puck there. Taking it around. And a great shot. In goes Clemson, reclaimed by Matthew Berkley-Jasek of the Florida Gators. Matthew Berkley-Jasek, he was one of the all-team players for the D2 division. As we take a shot on, it's Jackson Choi. Jackson Choi, little rough action there, and nothing goes. Great job there by Parker Dietz with the beautiful saves and the scrambling in the front of the net. Florida reclaims it, pushes it right back deep into the zone, and that's going to be a clearance. Charles Dubose for the University of Clemson doing a great job on defense there. Jackson Choi with a shot, nothing, wide right of the goalie. And a tip drill, nothing going on as Clemson tries to re-clear it. A lot of pressure going to be on the Clemson Tigers here. Very potent offense for the Gators, Russ.
I think a big part of this game is going to be Parker Dietz shutting down the Gators right now. Both teams off to good starts with shots on net.
Solid puck movement, too. Very aggressive teams. Two teams looking to make a very big impact from the jump. Again, a lot of miles traveled here. We have the Knoxville residents of, the Clemson residents and the University of Florida coming out of Gainesville, Florida. A lot of miles traveled here to be here in Huntsville today. Both teams trying to get a good start here.
You came pretty far, too, didn't you? USF?
So I'm a USF native. A little bit of a journey for me as well. Flew in from Orlando just minutes before the broadcast. But we are absolutely excited for this. I've been itching and waiting to call this game as we see the face-off here just outside the Clemson zone. Florida claims it. Going to need to see some sharp puck movement here. And Clemson getting pinned deep. Florida takes it around the Clemson net. A little bit of a puck loss, but reclaimed by the Gators. Passes up to the blue line. Little shot in. Tip drill and a score. What a goal. And of course, it's the leading point getter for the University of Florida. It's Keegan Lampinen with a lovely first shot and score for the University of Florida Gators. A little tip there in front, Russ.
Really nice net front coverage there to get started. A little over 3 minutes into the game. That's their game plan. Get it in deep and get it back to the point. Rip it down low, and that's what they did there.
17:37 to go in the first. We are not anticipating a strong goaltender matchup here. A lot of potent offense from both sides, especially the Florida Gators. Clemson pushes it back into their zone, tries to reclaim it. It's Florida on the attack here. 17:37, the goal announced for Keegan Lampinen, number 34 for the University of Florida. Tries to play with the puck down low. Clemson playing and laying the body on him. And there's a hold.
A lot of ozone time for the Tigers, or for the Gators.
Parker Dietz, he's going to be depended on heavily today for the University of Clemson Tigers. What is going to need to be done by his defense to help him out today, Russ?
They have to clear the crease. They can't allow what that just happened. They can't allow guys to stand in the crease and run in front of their main goalie. He started 13 games, and his save percentage doesn't reflect his positive season, but he's got to be better than that, and his defense has to support him.
And we've already seen traffic up front lead to points here already for the Gators. Got to clear them out. Absolutely agree as the University of Florida tries to claim the puck. Body laid by Clemson. Reclaimed here at center ice, and they move forward for offense. And we're going to get our first call of the game. Seemingly a trip on the University of Florida Gators. Ref's going to motion to the bench. It's going to be Horowitz for the University of Florida, number 27. And Clemson's going to get a power play here. This is going to be a big opportunity to even it up. Again, Florida up 1-0 already in this game. 16:49, we see our first penalty. Gonna need to capitalize here on the power play if you're the University of Clemson. Puck cycling begins. Creeping forward. Here's the shot from the blue line. Nothing going. Tipped. No. Another save. Pushed out. Great job by the University of Florida to kill the chaos there. Connor Lee remaining composed there in net.
Florida does not have a great PK unit, but they really rely on their power play to carry their special teams, so they have to be careful here.
And here we go. Clemson back into the zone. Ready to start the offense. Tipped off a Florida Gator skater, and it's sent right back down. Ready to claim for Parker Dietz. Hands it off to a defense. They get collected. 3 attack 1 here. So we climb past their own blue line, past the red, tipped into the zone. The University of Florida claims it. Another relatively easy clearance, but held in by the University of Clemson defender. Santiago Diaz, great job holding that one in, and a great shot there by the blue line. Of course, saved by Connor Lee. Still 1-0 here. 15:48 to go in the first. What are we thinking by about the power play so far for the University of Clemson Tigers?
I like the movement a lot on it. I think the Gators doing a good job of holding the fort down. But when it comes down to it, they just haven't scored yet, and that's what they got to do. A lot of good movement, a lot of good shots, but they're not doing enough yet.
So the faceoff is won by Clemson. Rolling it in, it's the blue liners that have done a lot of the damage here so far in the power play as far as shots are concerned. Tries to pass it down to the forward. Again, back to the defense. Seemingly a lot of dependence on the blue liners to man the power play here.
Absolutely.
Ford's trying to do something. Gators do a great job of keeping it on the outside. Puck goes right back down the ice to Mr. Parker Dietz, ready to hand it back off to his defenseman. 25 seconds, 24 and 23 remaining on the Horowitz penalty. Clemson, one more big push here. Shot bounced off by Connor Lee, and we have a Florida Gator skater, Nicholson, taking it down. A quick move. And more valuable is the time ticked off the clock here as 5, 4, 3 go off the power play. Horowitz up, ready to go, jumping out of the box.
6 shots on the power play there, but no dice.
Nothing going. A lot of action from the blue line. Want to see it pass down to the forwards more. We'll see how they adjust on their next one if they get one. Here's for Florida. Dumps it in there. As some line changes happen. The University of Florida is averaging 4.8 goals a game. A lot of high potent offense. 3.9 for Clemson. We're expecting a lot of scoring, Russ.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Tigers are a team that really likes to create offense off turnovers, so the Gators have to limit those turnovers. The Gators have done it all season long.
Gators have done a great job at even strength keeping it in their own offensive zone, but here's Clemson with an opportunity as they take it in. Past blue line. Tape to tape, shot on, deflected by Connor Lee. The puck bounces out. Caught in the ref skates, maybe a chance for Clemson here. Tries to dump it in. A little bit of puck bouncing around here, nothing going. Neutral zone play here. Clemson says we're not putting it in our zone. Florida sends it right in there. We're going to see a line change from the Gators.
Clemson had a historic first half, and they really fell off in the second half of the season, and they just sort of squeaked into the playoffs. Came down to the last weekend.
A very high anticipated, I'd say, matchup as we see a shot up front deflected off. As Parker Dietz loses it there for a moment, but remains calm. That's the defense doing a great job. Their goalie a little bit out of place. Defense keep it away from him, but we're going to see a chance here. Florida deflection up front. We're going to need to see some puck deflections. This is a Gator team that puts on a lot of shots. Clemson's going to take their opportunity driving into the offensive zone. Looking for something to do with the puck pinned in, and it's going to be a Gator opportunity as they take it down the ice.
Too passive. There's not enough passing from Alex Wallace. Just sort of stood right there in the corner.
University of Florida with a chance up front. Will not go. Deflection drill tried again. That's how they got their first goal. Will not go this time. Florida pushes it right back into the zone. We have a chance up front. stuffed and held by Parker Dietz, Clemson goaltender, letting in one so far on 8 shots. But he's been very calm, very composed so far.
Yeah, good save there on the backhand. Not the best attempt there from the Gators on the backhand, but good save nonetheless.
Going to see a face-off here on the far side of the ice. Florida's going to win that one. Shot on to Mr. Dietz. The routine stop there. Florida does not want to give up the pressure. Clemson has to get out of their zone. Feeling a little bit of pressure here. Still pinned in. Clemson finally gains the puck. They're going to push it past their own blue line, past the red. Here we have an opportunity. Nothing going. Florida defense very calm there on that attack, and we have an opportunity going the other way. Jackson Choi passes it over, can't get it to his line mate. Defense for the Gators, we have a chance. And a slip on the ice. We had a huge opportunity, but we still have one. Tipped off. Great job by Connor Lee, the goaltender of the University of Florida, making a great save. Really golden opportunity for the University of Clemson to tie it up. Cannot do it. Clemson University now back on their heels. Shot on to Mr. Parker Dietz. Cannot go for the University of Florida. Tipped up front.
That was Michael McKinnon, or Mickian, who fell there on the breakaway. Still managed to get an odd-man rush off.
Great opportunity for Clemson University, and nothing goes for them. That's going to hurt. Might be something we remember. And here we go. Florida off a turnover. Shot on. No. Will not go. Shoulder save there by Parker Dietz. Pinned into the zone. Clemson easily taking it out. That slip and fall, we're going to remember that one. If this turns into a very close game, 1-0 here still for the University of Florida. 10, 57, 56, and 55 to go. Clearance attempt by the University of Florida does its job, but Clemson sends it right back in. Florida regains in the defensive zone, pushes it forward. It's Keegan Lampinen, already has a goal in this game. And he's their leading scorer for the University of Florida. He's been very impactful for them. How do you see Keegan Lampinen taking over this game like he already has?
I think they're going to really lean on him this series or this game. I think it's going to come down to him and Michael Cox to win this game.
He takes on a shot deflected by the University of Clemson defender.
Shots are
and we have it
10-9
driving in.
Gators.
University of Clemson takes a shot on Connor Lee. Will not go. Bounces off. Almost flips over the net. University of Florida tries to regain here. Clemson sends it right back into the zone. We're going to have a change. Blue liners go off for the University of Clemson. We have a full 5 switch here for the University of Florida. Fresh bodies on the ice. Let's see how the Gators attack. And a great diving save to stop a shot, but Clemson regains. Pass up against the boards and right back in deep for the University of Clemson.
A lot of action this period. Not a lot of whistles so far.
Really high offense. This is something we were aimed to expect here for the two teams in this matchup. Again, a lot of goals scored for both of the teams. 3.3 allowed for both, actually, per game. So there's definitely room for a lot of points in this game. Florida tries to keep it pinned in. They do. It's Mora down deep. Tries to cycle it to his defenseman, Matthew Berkley-Jasek. Nothing going. Tip drill. They're leaning on it heavily, the University of Florida is. They have men up front, and Clemson's doing a poor job of getting them out of the way of their goaltender.
Nice block there from 13 of Clemson.
Mara with a chance for Florida. Retaken and dumped out the University of Clemson defender. Cycled right back in for Florida. They are keeping the defense of Clemson on their heels. They're going to be gassed by the end of this one. Florida knows what to do with it. Goes right back on pressure. We hear a whistle. Looks like we're going to get a face-off here.
Aside from that power play, Clemson has not been able to get the puck deep in the zone for very long. They've had no sustained pressure, really. Maintaining
possession has definitely been an issue here for Clemson. That's why you got to lean on the turnovers and you got to lean on the breakaways. Clemson already 0 for 1 in those opportunities. So we see a face-off here. Whistle blows. Puck drops. Clemson wins that one. Back to the blue line. And we see a pass up. These are the opportunities we're looking for. Connor Lee brushes that one aside, but a chance up front will not go. Can't find a stick. And another opportunity for Clemson. Moving the puck around. Still in zone and pushed out. And here comes the University of Florida. Choi for Florida with a shot, nothing going. Deflection reclaimed here by Florida and fighting for it behind the net. Here's Florida again. Choi with a shot, deflected. We have seen so many deflections in the offensive zone for the University of Florida, and it's already led to one goal. Wouldn't be surprised if it leads to another.
And a lot of big rebounds from Dietz as well.
They're doing a great job at maintaining possession as Clemson takes a chance, nothing going off the pass. Lampinen again fighting 3-on-1. And a
Really
great
nice
job by
short rush
Clemson defenseman holding it in. Keegan Lampinen's a scary man as he claims the puck here again. Tipped off by Clemson. A shot on, nothing goes. Clemson takes it the other way. They're going to want to spend a lot more time on the other side of the ice. Their defensemen are feeling it right now. Shot on Connor Lee, nothing goes.
Odd angle shot there, nice save.
Puck dumped right back in for Clemson here. And it's Keegan Lampinen, no surprise, takes it in for the University of Florida. Light pass behind the net. It's claimed by McCoy, his line mate. And Clemson takes a rebound, takes it the other way. Here comes the Tigers. Nifty move there, but nothing goes. Great job of the University of Florida defense. Pinned up against the wall behind the net. Not much going there for Clemson. Taking it the other way is the University of Florida. A move up front, nothing going. Great job by the Clemson defense.
Nice check there down low.
As the puck shot out. And right back in for the University of Florida. It's felt like the ice has been tilted in a way, Russ. What do you need from Clemson to kind of change the momentum here?
They got to capitalize on the breakaways, really. It's come down to that so far, and got to get the puck in deep. They've been getting the half ball, and it's getting stopped.
Great chance by
every
Florida,
single time.
nothing goes. And they're going to call offsides, hands up, no whistle, no Florida touch. Clemson gets a chance here to recycle it. Tries to shoot it in deep. Florida's going to reclaim. We're going to see some new defensemen out for the University of Clemson.
They've had a hard time getting the puck in deep, and even when they do, they're outmanned down low.
Playing a little keep away from the University of Florida offense is Clemson in their own zone. Nicholson for the University of Florida, the captain of the team. Pushes it forward. Another chance at a deflection. It's clear what the coaches are preaching behind the bench. You're going to be able to get deflections. You're going to be able to hold up front. And here's Clemson taking it the other way. Wheels it around, looking for a man. Tip drill, nothing goes. Clemson with some opportunities here, holding it in. And it's reclaimed by Nicholson. University of Florida plays it behind their net, waiting for fresh skaters. They will get those. Clemson begins to put on some pressure. Florida still waiting to develop something. Here we go. Passes it past their own blue line, past the red, and into their offensive zone. Keegan Lampinen with a chance, throws it on. Nothing goes, wide of net.
A lot of really good passing from the Gators to the neutral zone to get in the zone quickly.
They truly have done a very good job of dominating that. It seems like Clemson, most of their breakaways have just come off of a short man opportunities. It's been all Florida, though, in the neutral zone holding that down. That's a very good point there, Russ. I like that. Florida takes it the other way past the red line into their offensive zone here once again. Looking for his man. He's going to send it to the other side of the ice. Shot on. Nothing goes. Parker Dietz. Another save there. Shots in this one are 11 for the University of Florida. We have 9 for Clemson. Most of those came off of the power play. Not much cooking on the 5-and-5. Puck shot down. Not enough momentum there. We'll say that it was. Enough momentum to call an icing there.
It's the first whistle in about 15 minutes.
It feels like it. We have 3:23 remaining in this one. University of Florida up on Clemson University. 1-0 here. Huntsville, beautiful city so far. Have you been able to tour it yet, Russ?
I went to the bridge about an hour ago. I saw the bridge. Nice view. That's
There we
that's
go.
a ways away, though.
There we go. Nice par 3 golf course if you ever come up here, Russ. Bring your clubs. Nice puck win. In the draw for Clemson here. Offensive zone pressure. We're going to need to see it. Tries to move it around to his line mate. Shot down for the University of Florida. We have a puck race. Florida will claim it. Pass off. Nothing goes for Florida. Just can't find tape to tape.
Really nice back pass throw from the trail skater.
And there we go. Shot on. And it doesn't look like Parker Dietz ever saw that, but catches it in on his body. 2:57 to go in this one.
That's an awkward save from D. To really see it till it's right on top of him.
I will say, great first period of action here at the College Hockey South Division II tournament. Many games to go here, all caught live on the College Hockey South YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification so you know when those games go live. A lot of great action to go this weekend. Clemson's going to win the draw in their own zone. They're going to send it the other way. Skied out. Low ceiling here in Huntsville. Got to be very cautious when you throw it the other end. Hit there by Clemson. We start to see some physicality go. We're going to call an offsides. Be a neutral zone faceoff. Well, Huntsville, beautiful city. I'm very happy to once again be a part of this experience. I came up last year as a fan. Being able to call this is a tremendous opportunity here. And I promise friends at home there'll be no bias. USF graduate here calling the game, and we have an Ole Miss here on color. Neither of our teams represented today.
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, the Tigers actually swept my Rebels months ago.
Chance up front for Clemson, nothing goes.
Clemson had a hot first half. They were one of the better teams in the conference for a while.
Clemson coming in just a hair under 500, but getting an opportunity here against a very good Florida team. They try and find something here in front of the net. Nothing goes. Florida has just had men in the right places to deflect these passes up front in the front of the net. They take it their way. Pinned in, minute 57, 6 and 5 on the clock. Florida has the pure bit of momentum so far, Russ.
Not a very physical period, though. I'll say that. Not a lot of big hits. We've seen a couple hip checks, nothing major.
Wonder how Clemson adjusts here as we see a minute 40 on the clock in the locker room. Florida has seemingly all the momentum. It's been the power play that's been the predominant producer of shots for the University of Clemson. Florida's going to take it. Wrapping around, a little bit of lost pucks. In between some legs, Clemson's taking it the other way. Maybe a chance to get some momentum here going to the locker room. Nothing goes. Great block shot there by the University of Florida and another block pass. Great job getting bodies down. Clemson with an opportunity, no. And another block shot by the University of Florida. And another block shot by the University of Florida.
Really good defense
I am on
there.
repeat.
In the crease, right.
Well, and I think that's been a big proponent of Florida's success in the defensive zone of these block shots. Keegan Lampinen with a shot, nothing going. My apologies, that was McCoy for the University of Florida with a chance. Keegan Lampinen, his line mate. 42, 41, and 40 remaining in the first period. Here, Huntsville, Division II, College Hockey South tournament here. Florida's going to take it the other way.
They're down low, but no call.
Do we see things get a little chippy here, Russ? I mean, this is a big game, single elimination.
I'm hoping for it. It's been pretty soft so far. Not a lot of physicality in my eyes, but
I will say, I got to credit the Florida defense. They've done a great job getting low and blocking shots for Clemson's offense. That is something that will definitely mentally wear you down if you're Clemson. So we see 5-4, puck held, sent down to the other way, 1 second, 0. That'll do it for the first period here at Huntsville. Huntsville Ice Sports Center, 1-0 Florida Gators. We will see you just a few minutes. We are back here, College Hockey South Division II Conference Tournament. Florida Gators, Clemson Tigers. We have a 1-0 game here, just a few moments away from second period action. Been a good one so far. A lot of offense, a lot of block shots we've been seeing, a lot of good defense up front. 1-0 game. Tyler Moss here on the call. We have Russ Edens as well. Russ, how do you feel first period went? What are you expecting in the second period?
I think we're going to see some more physicality. I think we have to factor in the long change here. Guys when more tired, they're going to be looking for just to lay the body a little more, try to just get ready for the third period. I think that's going to be a big part of this period is staying not so tired from the next period because you still have 40 more minutes to play. You can't give everything in this period. But Clemson's got to roar back a little bit. They won their heels. They're down 5 shots and 1 goal, so they got to put a little more pep in their step on the forecheck especially.
14 shots for the University of Florida, and as you pointed out on the broadcast, 9 for Clemson, 6 were on their power play, but nothing going for them. What do you need to see from Clemson's offense outside of the man-up advantages? What do you want from the 5-on-5 from Clemson to see this kind of come back in their way?
I think the wingers need to be activated a little more. I think they got to play a little stronger in their area of the ice. They need to get on the rush a bit more often. You know, we saw that earlier with 29 for Tigers. He slipped. That's a big one right there. You can't get that one back. Got a shot on goal off of it, or a shot assist at least. But got to get better on the rush. Wingers got to be activated a little more, and they got to get the puck in deep. I did not like the forecheck at all last period.
Parker Dietz has been very good for Clemson University in net. The issue I've been seeing a lot is the defensemen can't move Florida bodies. There's been a ton of tip drills up front for the University of Florida. It's how Keegan Lampinen scored the first goal of the game. Got to move the bodies up front. Refs are hitting the ice 25, 24, and 23 seconds before we hear the buzzer calling the players out. University of Florida, what are we seeing from them? What are the positives on their side?
I think they're not going to change a thing. They have to stay consistent. They have a lot of good defense. I don't see that carrying along this period. I think they're going to make a mistake at some point. They're not the best defensive team in the league, but if they can just hold the fort down for a little bit longer, I think the offense will carry them to a win.
Both teams are essentially averaging a power play goal per game. 1 exactly for Clemson University and 0.9 for Florida. So we expect some power play action going on maybe this period, long change.
I think we're going to see at least 1 power play goal. I think with the physicality that I believe is going to be implemented in this period, I think we're going to see a few penalties called. There's always that one period in CHS games where you have a horde of penalties.
Oh, yeah.
There's always one.
Oh, yeah, and with the long change here, Florida's going to have to go a long way to change. Clemson the same to get to their offensive zone. Power plays, this is the period where they are always capitalized on. A lot of penalties normally drawn by both these teams. Basically averaging 14 for Clemson University, 11.5 average for the University of Florida. We're expecting some action. Refs might be hiding their whistle. I don't know. Playoffs could be a factor, but we'll have to see how action takes off here. Whistle blown as the teams take the ice.
Edens. Russ Edens. I forgot to tell you that's one. It happens.
As the coaches meet their players here for a brief moment before action begins, what do you think was coming out of the locker room from Clemson? They're down right now. What do you think the coach was preaching?
Right now, I think he's preaching forecheck, forecheck, forecheck.
Absolutely.
I think that was the biggest problem. I'll preach that as well. But when it comes down to it, they've got to fuck in deeper, and they have to keep it down there. They can't let it back up like they did all last period. But at the same time, you're not panicking right now. It's only the second period. You have 40 more minutes. Now is the time for the last-ditch speech to give your players. You still have 2 more players to play with, and they're a lot of energy right now for both teams.
Cade Heinold, the leading point getter for the University of Clemson, he's going to be the one that ends up going into the circle to take this off against Taleb for the University of Florida. Puck's asked, ref is asking if everyone's ready. He blows the whistle. We will see puck drop action here. Second period, first game, College Hockey South playoff, Division II, Huntsville, Alabama. Already a shot in deep for the University of Florida. Easy routine save. by Parker Dietz. Clemson takes it in. They want a chance here. Shot rings high. Not going to go. Off the shoulder, it seemed, of Connor Lee. Puck dwindles out into the defensive zone now for Clemson. They run back and chase it.
Good rush there at the first minute in the period. Not even the first minute.
Already some action. These are two very fast teams. And here we go. Florida dumps it back into the zone. Clemson reclaims. Takes a chance. Sends it down the length of the ice. Will we hear it? We will. There's a whistle. Icing for the University of Clemson. The puck will go right down to the Florida zone. This is a place that Florida got very comfortable in all first period. Florida maintaining the zone very well so far in this game, Russ.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen from Clemson, they haven't been able to do that. And that's the difference, really, is the ozone time.
Little bit of a net out of place here. The refs are going to come together, make the adjustments here. Clemson players look on.
When it comes to being a tip-in offense, do you think it comes down to puck luck sometimes?
I think it is important. I've seen a lot of momentum come from just maintaining a zone here for the University of Florida. I think it's been very, very important. I don't think Parker Dietz minds a little bit of a break here. Already some high action going on so far in this one. Refs still fixing the net.
Are they paid refs?
I like to think so. I like to think that everyone is compensated.
Unless they're bad.
Well, of course, here when you come to Huntsville, it almost pays for itself. I mean, beautiful, beautiful places to go here. Again, I mentioned the golf course earlier. NASA also has some great features around here.
I saw that on the way here.
Absolutely.
Saw a big rocket.
Russ, I got to credit us for killing time. Finally, we have the puck ready to drop, and there it goes. University of Florida's way. Shot on from the defense. Another attempt at a tip. Florida's done a great job of getting their stick around the shots. Just nothing tips on. Some rough play there in the corner. Clemson finds a way to get it out. And a big hit. There's the physicality, Russ, you've been looking for. And Nichols for Florida with a great job of preventing anything more. Florida's going to take it the other way. Crosses their blue. Great deflection there by the Clemson defense. Clemson's going to take their opportunity. Florida clears it once again. Florida's done a very good job, Russ, so far at making sure the offense for Clemson does not maintain too long. They've done a great job of getting the pucks out today.
Absolutely, yes. I think for Clemson, a big part of this is you got to get everybody deep. You got to take some risk in this game. Florida obviously high defense.
And here's an opportunity for Clemson. It's a 2-on-1. Shot on, will not go.
You got to get the puck on goal. I don't think that went. I don't think it was on goal. I think it might have been wide.
Will Ralston with the one taking the shot there. He had a man with him, but he wanted the opportunity himself. Just brushes off for Connor Lee. And another opportunity here for Clemson. Momentum is shifting in a way. Shot on, blocked by Connor Lee.
It's the third rush shot attempt from Clemson this period.
Playing very aggressively offensively. Coach definitely got in the ear of the players there. Again, these period adjustments that have to be made in important games like this with a save the University of goalie for Florida. Two teams that don't face each other a lot. They're in two different divisions. One of the few matchups actually in the opening rounds that are in different divisions. They're getting used to each other. They feel like the first period might have been more of a feel out.
Yeah, I think so. I think Clemson's getting used to things. They've so far look a lot better. I think they've already had 2 shots on goal this period to Florida's 1, and that was a dump in that happened to go on goal. So nice job to come out here and play like they are right now.
Seems like a little bit of fumbling there in the corner. Clemson loses a chance after winning the faceoff. It's Keegan Lampinen with a shot. Will not go. Parker Dietz, another great save there. It's very clear Clemson is finding their legs now in this period.
Absolutely they are.
So we look for some offense. We love calling offense here. When you see a couple teams matched up like this that are averaging high offensive games, you look for chances, still feeling each other out, but Clemson seemingly has taken a lot of the momentum here in the second period. Florida cycles it around their net, tries to push it out. They do successfully. Cats pass the red, pass the blue. Nifty move there in front. Backhand will not go. Clemson defense pushes it right back out, but Mara for the University of Florida sends it right back in. Coach for Clemson's been very vocal behind the bench, pushing his team heavily. I love the adjustments so far made in the period intermission for Clemson, but now they're finally being pinned in. Florida's doing what they do best, and that's keeping in the offensive zone, taking chances. Finally, Clemson gets it out. We're not working from a wood table, so I can't knock every time I jinx something as a caller. Shot on and score! What a job by the University of Florida. It was Katz on a rebound opportunity. Clemson's done such a good job at making sure Florida doesn't get those rebound opportunities, but finally they get one and a goal scored.
And we thought that Clemson had some momentum there, but they were a little too reliant, or they pushed a little too hard for too long, and they just couldn't keep up with the defense anymore, and it led to the Gators doubling their lead.
A ton of pressure there by Florida, and Clemson thought they were in the clear, got it out finally. Florida pushes it right back in, gets a deflection, and a rebound opportunity, puts it in. Gets the call, assist by number 19, scored by number 2 of the University of Florida. And they might have another opportunity here. Teleb goes down the ice, number 47, shot on right into the body.
Questionable move there.
It was interesting. He was being chased, but it doesn't seem like the best placement for the shot. But great job by Parker Dietz anyways.
He had it was a 2-on-1 there with a back checker, to be fair, but he had the open pass lane, but I guess he thought Oliver Grinkin was just too close there.
So Zach Zelemensky, number 5 for the University of Florida with an assist. Parker Mara as well. Michael Katz with the goal. Clemson now down 2-0. We have 15:43 still to go in the second period. They've shown a lot of signs of life. Shot on, doesn't go. Rebound, no. Another save by Connor Lee. He has done a phenomenal job so far in this one.
Nice little kick save there. That was a big one.
18-11. Shots favor Florida. Clemson looks to gain some momentum. Driving up. Passes to his partner, can't go. Great job on the back checking by the University of Florida to ensure nothing gets on net to their goaltender, Connor Lee.
Really nice stick there from 27, Noah Horwitz.
It seems like Florida has done a great job maintaining possession, but has also done a great job when Clemson does have the puck, preventing second chance opportunities, keeping the puck away from Connor Lee, but he's been there to make the save every time Clemson does get it on him. 2-0 University of Florida lead at the moment. So they try and push for more offense. Passes it up, gets it into their offensive zone, but pushes it back.
Some bad puck luck there. Got stuck in the ref, the skates. So the skates of the ref.
Clemson, some good offensive momentum halted by some Florida offensive play themselves, but they take it back into their zone. That's the University of Clemson going in. Very composed veteran defense by the University of Florida. Not seemingly too phased every time Clemson does take their opportunities, as we see a chance here for the University of Florida, nothing going. A lot of orange surrounded by the white Gators. Clemson, beautiful colors, orange and purple. They'll be wearing those jerseys today. We have Florida in the white. Some good puck play here. Florida passed the red line into their own offensive zone. Passed off. It's Nichols for the University of Florida. McCoy
Florida
with him.
Is overloading one side of the ice here. They're not using the weak side of the ice at all right now. Tons of space. They're just not looking to use that. Every player's heading the strong side right now.
Not too much action, playing against the boards a lot. Zelemensky races back to chase it. Keegan Lampinen's going to get it on his stick. Chance for the Gator offense maybe to get cooking. Not much. So there was a chance of an offsides there, had to recircle back. Gators have a very fast team, Russ. We've been seeing a lot of speed showcase so far in this one. It's definitely been a key factor for maintaining zone possession and playing some good defense so far.
Absolutely, yeah.
Keegan Lampinen a shot on, right into the chest. Parker Dietz, number 35 for the University of Clemson. He's been sharp, but 2 goals past him so far. It's been dependent on rebounds and deflections so far for the University of Florida. They're getting the dirty goals, I would say.
Yeah. Dietz is just under 900 for the save percentage right now, which is just about on pace with his season save percentage, about around just under 900.
Florida, in a way, wins the faceoff, gets a quick shot on, but nothing close to Parker Dietz. Clemson regains. Hit at center ice there. There's the physicality. I'm going to keep calling it out when I see it.
You got to go for Lampinen right now. You got to wear him down. He's their number 1 scorer. You got to get him worn down.
Herbert Koff, the University of Clemson, out there playing forward. He has had a very, very solid season here, second on the team in points.
Really nice save there from Dietz. Just barely got the leg out.
He's been very much dependent on so far. This is something we knew going in. This is a very potent offense for the University of Florida. Face-off win by Clemson, but regained by Florida. Parker Dietz with an easy brush away on the shot from the blue line. Another chance here. Florida looking for a pass. Won't go. Puck bounces out of the zone. A little bit of a tie-up here. Clemson regains the puck. Huge opportunity for Clemson. Nothing going up front.
And there's going to be a penalty on the Gators here for holding, I believe. Dietz is off the ice.
Great catch there. Russ Edens on the call with me. Tyler Moss here. Huntsville Ice Center here in beautiful Huntsville, Alabama. Lovely day today. Got off the plane from Florida expecting some very cold weather. Didn't get that. I'm expecting it later, though. Apparently tomorrow, 40 degrees. Terrifying for us Florida boys.
Yeah, it snowed here about a month ago. It snowed so bad we shut down the university for 5 days.
Goodness gracious. Snow in Florida is not a real thing, friends. It's number 83 for the University of Florida. Taking the penalty there. This is where Clemson has had the best bit of their momentum so far. This is their second power play opportunity. Puck's shot into the Clemson bench. Well, we're going to want to see the momentum here. You know it, Russ. I know it. This is where Clemson has to take their opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to get back on the board here. It's on the board. They got to get one and maybe get some momentum from that. Only 2 shots this period. Almost halfway through.
11, 27, 26, and 25 on the clock. Clemson with a chance here. Climbing up, shot. Connor Lee with a deflection. 1:32-31 remaining on the power play for the University.
I believe Santiago Diaz was the one who drew the penalty for the Tigers. Did a really good job there. Almost scored, despite being held for about 3 minutes, what it felt like. He was held the whole way through the neutral zone.
Playing a little bit of keep away from Florida, but finally finds a way to brush it in the offensive zone. Right back for the University of Florida. Chance for a breakaway will not go. Potentially shot on by number 47 in the University of Florida. Not on net, though.
Pretty low intensity so far. They just can't seem to get in the zone right now.
Really have Florida finally taken some chances shorthandedly.
Interesting decision there from Dietz to freeze the puck, maybe get a reset as you have less than a minute to go on the power play.
We will see a rare in-zone face-off here for the University of Florida shorthandedly. Will not win it, though. Clemson regains. Takes it behind their net. Tries to set things up here. Florida done a great job on this power play. A lot different from the last one the University of Clemson had. Puck rolls out. Again, momentum is just is a challenge to find here for Clemson so far offensively.
Absolutely, yeah. They came out for about 2 or 3 minutes and they looked really, really good. And then ever since that second goal, they've had a lot of trouble.
10 minutes on the clock remaining here. 13, 12, and 11 seconds for Clemson. Finally gets it back into the offensive zone. Florida playing very tight on the offense. Defense doing a great job. They find a way to get it out. 3, 2, and 1. We'll see a release.
That will
as
kill
Parker Dietz claims it behind the net.
Kill the power play.
Clemson trying to push for more offense. Not a lot of momentum gain there from the power play. That's not what we want to see. We saw a very strong power play for Clemson in the first.
A lot of stretch passes to the neutral zone here, but nothing's going to the Tigers. Can't get a tape pass.
University of Florida going to take their offensive opportunity here. Finds him right in front. Keegan Lampinen to score. Michael Cates with the goal off the Keegan Lampinen deflection. University of Florida 3-0. 9:12 to go in the second period. What a job. It's a deflection. It's another one of those dirty goals.
And I said at the top of the broadcast, you can't allow that. You can't allow those guys to just sit in the crease like that. There was off the backboard, I think, off the back wall for another shot. And then it came right back off the rebound again. It was actually in the slot first, not off the backboard, back wall. But there was 3 shots there in the same sequence. And the Tigers were taking a timeout.
A rare second period timeout here. Normally we see those reserved for later in the game, but it seems like momentum has just been taken away from Clemson.
And there might be a goalie change here. Maybe not. I thought he was getting ready to go. I don't see Dietz anymore.
Josh Bailey would be the backup for the University of Clemson. I don't think it's been anything Parker Dietz would be able to say is his fault. I mean, it's been a lot of just chances that Florida has just been able to capitalize on. We had the deflection to start, and we've had 2 rebound goals since. I mean, you can only do so much for the goalie. You got to have the defense there to push it out.
Tigers are getting doubled up on in shots right now.
This period has not gone the way of Clemson. No change at all in net for Clemson. Again, I don't believe it's Parker Dietz at all who's at fault. I would like to see a little bit stronger defensive approach for the University of Clemson. Although I want to call Josh Bailey's name, it will have to wait. University of Clemson wins the faceoff. A little bit of neutral zone play here. Here's Florida's going to reclaim it back to their blue line. Tries to set up the offense. Past the red, shoots it deep. Oh, and a great job. A little bit of a surprise shot there on Parker Dietz. It will count on the score board here. I think we're going to now have 26-12 in shots. It was not this lopsided just a few minutes ago. Florida's completely taken over this game.
They absolutely have, and it's a really shock to me. I thought the Tigers would have some momentum here just from that bit of a lackluster first period. They came out strong. I thought they would be a lot better than this, but it's really been the opposite.
Clemson truly is capitalizing in the first minute to 2 minutes of play and has seemingly fallen asleep here. Florida with the face-off in zone. It's going to be a Clemson win, though. Clemson's going to try and look for some offense here. A lot of cross-ice passes by Clemson. It's been eating them up, but this one will actually go their way. In their offensive zone, tries to set up anything possible. Florida just hungrier, it seems, in the defensive zone.
The Gators have done a really good job of clogging the neutral zone. They just can't get any passes on the ice. It's all sauces.
And Clemson's going to get an opportunity here. Great shot on, bar down, score! What a shot by Clemson. Finally finds a place Connor Lee cannot cover up. It's going to be a Clemson goal. Herbert Kopp. The man's second in points for the University of Clemson. What a beautiful shot, Russ.
That was a beauty. Bar down there. No commentary on that. That was just an amazing shot.
Oh, I can still hear the ringing in my ears from the top crossbar. Beautiful placement on that. I mean, that's just something you can't really get on Connor Lee too much for. The goaltender for Florida, just not much you can really do. Just a beautifully placed shot there. So we see action continue. Is that the momentum that maybe Clemson needs? The the boost that's going to be needed to get them back in this game, Russ.
Absolutely. I think it is. It's now a 2-goal deficit, and that's much more manageable than, obviously a 3-goal.
Shot on by Florida. They're taking the offensive zone strongly here.
And with 3 goals, I think you sort of start to feel down about your team. You sort of get on the down.
Another shot on and just wide of the net. Man, if you see a 3-2 game going in to the third period, there's a lot more difference than maybe a 3-1. If Clemson can find something else as they take it into their offensive zone, tie up there, Florida clears it. Clears it out. Now, 7:22, 21, and 20 remaining. Shot on by Florida wide of the net. Seems like the next goal will really, really dictate momentum. I mean, a little bit of a stalemate now. Both teams looking for something. Florida looking to really extend this lead, and Clemson trying to claw their way back into this. Florida with the chance offensively, throws it on to Dietz. Nothing going there.
The Tigers are a very well-conditioned team. They do CrossFit for 75 minutes twice a week.
These are the stats we need from you, Russ. These are the stats we need from you.
They're number 1 in the league in CrossFit.
I would have to say, it must be a very popular thing at Clemson University. The puck gets brought right back in for Clemson. Connor Lee, glove save, slips out, but reclaimed by him. Oh, and we see the physicality we've been waiting for, Russ. There it is in the corner. A little bit of pushing and shoving.
A part of me wishes we had fights in this league. That's a flagrant. He fell on his own. It's embellishment, is what they call it, I think, right?
That is something as we hear. Why can't we be friends on the audio? The music's been very crisp so far here in Huntsville. Can't expect anything less when you're at the Huntsville Ice Sports Center.
Is there fighting in NCAA hockey?
Repeat that one.
Is there fighting in NCAA hockey?
There's not. It is suspendable if done. Same in this league, very much suspendable. We do not encourage that on our broadcast here. A little bit of keep away here playing by Florida. 6 minutes to go in this one officially. 3-1, University of Florida.
Some bad putt luck there. I try to get a cross-ice dump, but it goes into his own teammate.
We're seeing some shots now for Clemson. 25-15. Florida is still very much dictating that stat so far. Puck shot right back into the corner. Clemson screaming for a call. Again, a lot of their momentum has been found on the power play. Looking for another one. Will not get the whistle.
Not the best pass there to the neutral zone. Didn't find anybody. Florida's getting out-muscled right now.
In a way, it's clear the messages that Clemson's bench has been calling for has been working. It's in the ears of the boys. They're playing fairly sharp right now. Florida on their heels. Florida with a chance, tries to stuff it in. Nothing going past Dietz. Clemson taking it the other way. It's clogging of the neutral zone, Russ. We see it again. Michael Katz already has 2 goals in this one. Shot on Florida blue line. Nothing goes. Parker Dietz holds on to it. A lot of Parker Dietz supporters in the audience here today. But Michael Katz, he already has 2 goals in this game. What have you seen from him that you like so far?
He's definitely showing out tonight. I think he's putting he's putting all the stops. He looks good. Looks pretty crisp out there. A couple of toe drags just in. It looks super good tonight.
We may have to send either our background producer Laith McCowie or our cameraman Mason Phelps. We got to thank them for their support on this cast. Might need to send them to the pro shop. Pick me up a hat. Parker Dietz, Michael Katz here on Hat Trick Watch already. Puck bounces out of the zone. Florida has to tag up. Clemson with an opportunity to take the offensive zone, and they do. Back to their blue line. Great passing, but intercepted by the University of Florida. They're going to head the other way. And there's Michael Katz himself with a shot on. Nothing past Dietz. Michael Katz, another one. No. And another great chance by the University of Florida. And right into the chest of Parker Dietz. Great job by the Clemson netminder.
He had an easy tap in there if he went to number 47 down low, but I guess he didn't see him. Dietz definitely did not see him.
Well, commendable job by Parker Dietz. 28 shots already by the University of Florida. It's 25 saves for the man in orange. Florida wins the faceoff here. Maintains the zone. The puck cycles around. A little bit of pushing and shoving there in front. Pushed up against the wall. Nothing cooking. Clemson's going to regain it in their defensive zone, trying to push it out. Florida like sharks to the puck, like gators to the puck, to try and maintain it in the zone. Rolls just out. There's a race heading down the ice. Florida will win it.
A lot of these puck races and battles have been won by the Gators, as looking for a penalty here. Not going to get one.
A call almost demanded by the Florida bench. Clemson with a chance up front. No, nothing goes.
Good stop at the point there.
Reclaimed by the defense. Up in front. Deflection. No. What a job, Connor Lee, to maintain. This is getting scrappy now, what we've been looking for. 2:55, 54, and 3 on the clock. Second period of action here. College Hockey South Playoff, Division II, Huntsville, Alabama. We are live. Clemson with a chance here. Takes it behind the net. Pushes forward. Nothing going. Reclaimed. These are the rebounds they were not getting in the first period. They're finally finding them here. Great block. McCoy for the University of Florida, and they will head their offensive zone way. Shot on, and it's Parker Dietz once again with another great save.
What are the odds that we see a Michigan in this tournament?
Very low. Very low. I think not because of the skill. The skill here is beautiful for all the schools represented. It's just the defense. I think they will not allow that. There's no way. But oh my goodness, I would love to call one.
Another a lot of Michigan haters out there. But I don't mind it.
I personally don't mind the state, Russ, as Clemson takes a chance here, not going. McCoy's taking it the other way for the University of Florida. Some on the boards play here. Nichols takes it, passes it to his fellow blue liner. Another chance on. Parker Dietz will hold. Not an official shot, but it will be back into his glove. See another faceoff here for Florida in the offensive zone. Faceoffs have been relatively even so far in this one. Not a huge momentum swing for either team. So far in the period, we have seen Michael Katz get on the board for the University of Florida. Herbert Koff for the University of Clemson. Michael Katz actually scoring 2 already in this one. Clemson's going to win the faceoff here. 1:50 to go in the second. A little bit off the wall there. That's the low ceilings, Russ.
The low ceiling.
That's the low ceilings.
It finally strikes.
Going to be seeing a lot of low ceiling play here. A little bit on a slope here.
On the opposite side of the ice, right there, there's a pole about 15 feet above the ice. That's well within reach of a dump in.
There is some low bars here at the University of that's Huntsville Ice Sports Center here. Clemson looking to get it out of their defensive zone. They're going to claim the puck here. Tries to push it forward and gets a light bit of a clearance into the Florida Gator defense. They're taking it their way.
We're in a multi-rink facility as well.
Chance by Florida, nothing. Few wide shots here. Keegan Lampinen with some fancy moves. And a great hit by Clemson to keep him off the puck. Clemson, they want to go the other way now. 3-on-3, looking to become a 3-on-4, and that's a trip, but it will not be called because it was done by the men in stripes.
That's
unfortunate play there by Clemson. Shot on by Lampinen, nothing goes. 1 minute remaining in the period. 3-1, University of Florida lead. Clemson looking to take one more here going to the locker room. No momentum changes there. Florida reclaims the puck. Perklajasic skates it in. Shot on by Katz. Just off the stick. That was just not a pure shot. Not what you wanted to see there.
Not a great one-timer attempt there.
Michael Katz looking to pull off a rare 3 goals, 1 period. 33 seconds, 32. Whistle blows. Katz chased off the ice. Will perhaps not get that opportunity. See what he can do in the third period. 31.2 remaining here. Second period of action. Huntsville Ice Sports Center, Huntsville, Alabama. We've had a good one so far, huh?
We have, yeah. At one point it was 3-0, so, you know, we don't really like that as a fan, but 3-1's a lot better, a lot more manageable for the Tigers.
Absolutely. 25 seconds officially on the clock. Clemson playing around in their defensive zone, can't get it cleared, and finally shoots it into the bench. It's going right back into the zone.
Headhunting there.
In a way.
In a way.
In a way. Puck climbs up into the Florida bench. Got to be careful. That's why we have helmets, I think. Perhaps for more important reasons than pucks being shot into the benches, but not a bad one there.
How about Frank down there, head coach of the Gators? He hasn't got a helmet on.
He does not, but darn does he have a tie as we hear the beautiful ringing of the Huntsville Ice Sports Center roof. Puck shot up into it. See another face-off opportunity here for Florida in their offensive zone. Puck just squeezes by out to the blue line, shot in deep. 8 seconds. Clemson trying to pin it, just kill the remainder of the time. 4, 3, bouncing off, clears it out. That'll do it. For second period action here, College Hockey South playoff D2, Clemson versus Florida, 3-1. We'll see you for the third period. And welcome back to the College Hockey South D2 playoffs. University of Florida, University of Clemson, 3-1 game so far as we approach the third period between the 3 and 6 seed here, Huntsville, Alabama. Russ, how are we feeling so far?
I think it's been a great game. Obviously, for a little bit there it wasn't too great, but then Tigers finally got back on the board, so I think that made it a lot better. This period, it's going to be pretty exciting. I think a lot of physicality. We're back to the long change is no longer in effect. I think that's going to be a big deal. I think that we're going to see some more goals this period. Conditioning is going to play a factor. I like the conditioning of Clemson more than I do Florida. I think that's going to mean something this period. Physicality might lean towards Clemson this period, but the shots have been for Florida have been a lot higher quality than for Clemson. So I think that's a big part of it too, getting those more high value rush shots than just those shots from the point like they've been attempting too often a little bit.
Well, speaking of physicality, I want to highlight the University of Central Florida going up against the University of Tampa at the moment, currently on the College Hockey South YouTube channel. Make sure you're following the College Hockey South YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit the notification button. It's going to let you know when all the games this weekend are happening. We also have the the D3 Conference Championship next weekend in Lakeland, Florida. Any Florida residents got to get out to that one. But more games to come on the channel, but this weekend is all about the D2 teams. Florida, Tennessee, Florida, Clemson at the moment. 3-1 game, a minute remaining before some players hit the ice. What are you expecting, really, from this period? I mean, Florida's controlling the game, but maybe some momentum's shifting to Clemson?
I think that Clemson, what they need to do is they've been driving wide a lot. They got to get to the center of the ice. They've been going from east to west, not north to south, and that's been a big problem for them. I think Florida's done a great job of preventing those trailer shots. When Clemson does get in the zone and they drop it back, the Gators have been there to knock that pass away, and Clemson hasn't done that. So I think that's got to flip-flop if the Tigers want to get back in this game.
Well, it's been a very clean game so far. Not the physicality maybe that we might have expected. Again, these two teams being a part of different divisions within the Division II conference. Not really used to playing each other, so not really the expected physicality yet. But we started seeing it towards the end of the period in the second. Maybe it turns on a little bit more. Only 2 penalty calls so far in this one, too. So not a lot on the score sheet outside of goals so far. Currently looking out for Michael Katz at the moment, who has 2 goals going into the third on hat trick watch. See if Clemson and their defense can slow him down. As Clemson skates out onto the ice. So close to third period action here. Gotta say I'm excited. Huntsville, great city, great things to offer here. Through my little bit of exploring through it, I had a few recommendations on my plane. I wanted to shout out what looked like a standalone Dillard's. Didn't even see a mall attached. After further investigation, though, I did notice that mall was definitely built around the Dillards, so got to shout that out. NASA, of course, is here. But I'd say the best action in Huntsville this weekend has got to be happening here at the Huntsville Ice Sports Center. Do you agree, Russ?
I think so. I think down the road there's some sort of air sport area. That's pretty cool, too. I don't know what it's called. I saw it one time. But aside from that, I think this is where it's at.
Well, I'm learning about places here as well. A quick trip, that one's new to me. Gas station here.
I was coming from down that way, actually, east, and I saw that off the highway. That was interesting. My rink for Ole Miss is back home. It's it's in a city, but it's sort of aside. It's sort of this rink. It's down a back road, sort of.
Well, I always look forward to this weekend where I learn just a little bit about Huntsville every single time I'm here. Going to give a quick shout out to our conference commissioner, Kyle Nell, who has done a phenomenal job at ensuring that these kind of events can happen. Kyle, we're breathing with you. There's the stress of putting on an event like this, but the teams have come out and put on a show. Still reporting a 0-0 game in the University of Tampa versus University of Central Florida game. as we see the ref ready to go, the players getting ready to go. Clemson, Florida, third period action coming to you shortly.
Fun fact about Tampa, in the lobby earlier, they were asking if they had seltzers here, and they said that they were going to DoorDash seltzers to the rink before their game. One player was complaining he paid $14 for a seltzer, and he was very upset about that.
Well, Russ, I love LaCroix like anyone else does, but $14 just a little too much for me. As we see some game action getting ready to take off here. Third period of play. Not sponsored by LaCroix.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Of course not.
One day.
Hopefully. Nicholson will take draw for Florida, loses it. University of Clemson taking the first chance here. They have shown very strong play in the first few minutes of each period so far. I look to see that happen again. They come out of the doors skating well. It's got to be the CrossFit. Florida's going to take their opportunity. Gets a quick shot on Parker Dietz. He has been very accustomed to taking shots all night tonight. 31.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Some very passionate Clemson fans in the stands getting some chants going here. Oh, and some scruffs going on in front of the net. A takedown. Russ, this is the aggression we've been waiting for, huh?
It's an interesting, a pretty interesting action there.
This is the jiu-jitsu the University of Florida has been practicing in the offseason. Finally taking place.
For about 10 feet there.
We'll see Clemson go to the box here.
That's a nice penalty box down there.
Very spacious, I will have to say. Very spacious.
I mean, you could probably stretch in there. That's a lot of area.
Will Ralston looks to be the problem creator, at least for this instance. Looks for a matching, maybe a 4-on-4. Will not find it. Thomas Samuelson, the captain of the Clemson Tigers, tries to make some cases with the refs. I will say I do envy Will Ralston at the moment. Very spacious penalty box. Russ, you pointed that out.
In comparison to our booth, especially.
A lot of room in there. As I peer over, I think there's a water bottle. Chance to get hydrated for at least 2 minutes. University of Florida with 19:35 here. A chance to maybe get their fourth goal. A fourth goal, a 4-1 game would really, really sting for Clemson.
Caught on a one-timer here for the Hattie. I'm calling it.
Russ, if you call a goal like that, and it happens, man, will the boys be buzzing for the University of Florida, but I will be buzzing just as much with them.
It's going to happen right there on that dot, the right dot. Guaranteed.
Make sure you guys stay here on the College Hockey South YouTube. We will see FAU versus Vanderbilt right after, immediately following this game. We will see a match. 2 penalties now, 1 per. We'll see some 4-on-4 action. Ryan Marzaraka looks to be the problem creator here for the University of Florida, number 7.
It's a fun last name.
It is a fun last name. Well, more open ice. When you see a 4-on-4, you see a lot more open.
Right.
A lot of the problems so far for Clemson's offense and getting it going has been lane being clogged by Florida. With it being more open, do you see a chance for Clemson maybe to take the opportunity here?
There's a chance here, but I think Koch really wants that hat trick, and it might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things to the team. They don't really care as long as they win. But I think to him, he really wants something. He really wants he wants to boast that.
Well, still taking a while to get off the ground here. The refs discussing perhaps a warning to each bench. Was some rough stuff we just saw there. Not for every viewer. It definitely pushed our call from an E for everyone to maybe more of a PG after that little tussle there. Russ, what do you want to see as some keys here for Clemson as they try and scrape back into this one?
I want to see just more general skill be used. I've seen some toe drags, some nice moves, but it hasn't been enough. I think they need to have better passing through the neutral zone. With 4-on-4, I think the Gators have been using a bit of an overload strategy here, and we'll have another Florida player go to the box. It's going to be 4-on-3. And then
they're going to pull him.
So
they're switching him around. It's going to be Nicholson.
Oh, okay, I see.
Perhaps. A lot of movement here. Light update, the University of Central Florida and University of Tampa about to begin. Second period of action, 0-0 still in theirs. Still some 4-on-4 play. Just a new man in the box. It's the captain for the team of Florida, Nicholson, in the box. Clemson's going to be the first one to take an opportunity here. Brushed up against the wall. Florida pushes it back into the zone. Clemson reclaims. Couple matching penalties there. See some 4-on-4 play. A lot more open, a lot more skating. Shot on, nothing goes. What a chance by Clemson. The skate flies wide, and now here comes Florida. It's going to be an offside call. That was an easy one for the refs. Michael Katz just pushes a little bit too far past that blue line. I will say, once again, a phenomenal job on music here. Only to be expected at the Huntsville Ice Sports Center. Puck drops, goes the way of Florida. They'll push it back into their G zone. Just slips by the reaching forward of Clemson. Takes it into their own zone here. Here's a chance, 4-on-4, pushes it past. No, hangs out behind the net there. Parker Dietz not necessarily having to make a save, but definitely a little bit of pressure in on him. Here goes the Tigers. Oh, just missed pass there.
Seeing a lot of that, just barely out of the reach, some Tiger skaters.
And here we go. We have a chance here. Almost a one-on-one, catching up. Parker Dietz with a great save. Clemson goes the other way. 2-on-2 action. Playing keep away from Florida's defense. Connor Lee with a great save.
There's going to be a penalty on the Tigers here.
I don't see, maybe.
It's going to be high sticking, I believe, or maybe elbowing. Player went down and grabbed his face as he fell.
Russ, already I'm going to grant you the nickname of Owl with eyes like that. I mean, that was a beautiful see there. And it is going to be
high sticking.
This is a 4-on-3. Will Thomas Samuelson is going to be the one that takes the penalty for the University of Clemson. Two men in the box there, able to make some light conversation.
There's two men there, but they have plenty of room.
45 seconds left on the matching penalty. 2 minutes on the penalty to Samuelson. Clock ticks down on the matching penalty. 30 seconds remaining in that. Florida pushing into their offensive zone. A chance to set it up. 4-on-3 here for 24 seconds remaining. Florida setting it up from the blue line. Shot in by Choi. Will not go. Great block by number 11 of the Clemson Tigers. 13 seconds left in the 4-on-3. 11 and 10. Florida cycling. McCoy looking for a friend. There's Choi. Back to McCoy. Shot on. Great stop by Parker Dietz. Clemson netminder has been the core reason they have stayed in this game here. Already 33 shots for the University of Florida.
We're now at 5-on-4 in favor of the Gators.
Minute 13 is going to be remaining on the Samuelson penalty. See what Florida can set up here. A goal would be a dagger right now. As they get the face-off win, but the puck just rolls past the defense. It's going to go all the way to the other side of the ice. Clemson, a little bit of a benefit there for them. Minute 02, minute 01, minute remaining on the power play for the University of Florida as they take the offensive zone here. Begins to set some things up. Burke Lajasic, the captain of this power play here. Morrow with a chance, tries to find a friend, will not go. Clemson's going to take it the other way.
I think if you're Florida here, I don't really mind not scoring here. Obviously, it'd be good to get a fourth goal, but it's going to be a long weekend of games, and you don't need to push the throttle the whole time. You're up by 2 goals.
Now, Russ, I wouldn't be saying that in a tournament like this. You're always going to want to push for more and more. These are competitive teams playing today. 16-40 still remaining. Clemson only 2 goals down. I want to see something from Florida. Parker Dietz will play it off against the wall, off his stick. A chance for Mara, up front, no, and looking for another deflection goal. Perhaps off of a Clemson defender, and the rebound chance doesn't go either. Samuelson out of the box. We have even play here, 16-13 remaining in the third period. A chance for Clemson. Shots, far down, score! What a goal by the University of Clemson. 3-2.
The second bar down goal from Clemson tonight.
What a job. And it was Samuelson out of the box.
It really felt
What
like
a
Clemson,
goal.
It really felt like the Gators had this game, sort of, I don't want to say locked down, but it definitely felt like they had it under control.
The weakness has been the top shelf for Connor Lee, the Florida goaltender. 3-2, and this is what I mean, Russ. You can't stop pushing for momentum if you're Florida. This game's getting close, 16-07, 3-2. Third period of action. College Hockey South YouTube. Florida's going to win the faceoff, takes it all the way back into their defensive zone. Samuelson, a beautiful goal. After coming off of that high sticking, he wanted something there. Shot out by Florida. Rebound won't go either. There will be another penalty called. We're starting to see the whistles come out, Russ.
Hooking's the call down there. And usually they had some momentum. They lose it right away on the PK.
Well, Clemson so far has been very clean on the penalty kill. Ronan Bryant's going to be the one that takes the penalty for the University of Clemson. Some upset action going on in the away bench there, University of Clemson, doors slamming. University of Florida with the great chance to reclaim the momentum here. 3-2, very close game here. Clemson University got to credit their faithful for showing out here in Huntsville as the bench looks for a call. One of the further drives was Clemson in this tournament. A lot of their faithful has shown up for this game here. The puck clears. Clemson gets a chance for a change. They'll take the opportunity. Fresh skaters, fresh forwards out. Florida looks to set something up. Pushes it up to Keegan Lampinen. That's their big gun there. Stripped away. Beautiful job on defense by the University of Clemson Tigers. Shot on, not gonna go. Short-handed opportunity, another shot on, will not go. And another. Connor Lee. Goodness gracious. Almost 4 saves within the span of seconds. Clemson putting on a lot of pressure here short-handed. They want another one. They're hungry. Florida has a chance to calm things down. They're going to do so. They're going to push into their offensive zone here. A 2-on-4 as they go for a change. Shoots it into Parker Dietz. Holds the puck. Florida will get that much-needed change there. Great pressure there by the University of Clemson. Gotta love to see it. I mean, what do you think about the short-handed approach there? University of Clemson, 4 shots in the span of seconds there.
That's a lot of fun, I think. It's pretty good for the viewer. As far as hockey goes, I mean, that's an interesting approach as, you can get more numbers down south. You might give up some more down north or up north.
Well, Tigers are really pushing for offense here. Even short-handed, they know they need that other goal. to claw all the way back, down
desperation
3.
here.
Florida's going to take their chance. Still in the power play, 25 seconds remaining in that. Pushed up against the wall. Clemson's starting to get real physical in this one. Connor Lee will play the puck. Florida will calm things down. Only 13, 12, and 11 seconds to go. Ronan Bryant's up on his feet, ready to get out of the box. 4 seconds, 3. Florida, a little bit of offensive pressure here. Setting it up. Ronan comes out of the box. Chance for a rebound, not going to go. Florida fighting for it now. Here we go. What a chance up front. Dietz just gets it out. Wow, bouncing puck, Parker Dietz, and it's going to go the other way. Tigers with a shot on net. Connor Lee says no. A little bit of a bouncing puck there. Clemson's going to push it back into the offensive zone. They've had the core bit of the momentum, Russ.
They have so far.
It's been a lot different. Florida has done such a great job the past 2 periods of maintaining pressure, but this one's been all Clemson so far.
I think a lot of it comes down to that conditioning.
Again, it's all about the conditioning. Russ had mentioned earlier, 75 minutes of hard conditioning laboring. What you said, every Tuesday?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. That's gracious. I need to get into the gym. Chance for Florida here offensively. Clemson regains it right back. I got to say, I got to credit the Tiger defense. They have been a core, and there's a chance for Florida, nothing going there. Clemson Tigers have done such a good job on defense this period, keeping it away from the Gators, keeping the opportunities low. It's been the key point of why they've been able to push for offense. Russ, it seems like we're seeing almost a new Clemson Tiger team here on the ice.
I think they've changed their approach up a little bit. They're still staying a little too east to west, in my opinion, but on the rush they've been a lot better.
Florida dumps it off, tries to go for a change here. Clemson's going to regain the puck. Push for their offensive chance. Number 6 for the Tigers dumps it off. Florida will reclaim, but a chance for Florida to regain some offensive momentum. Still up a goal in this one. Shot on the Dietz will not go. As time ticks away, it becomes the biggest rival of the Tigers right now. 11:30, shot on to Lee, will not go. Florida back the other way, 11:28 to go in this one. Shots are starting to even, 39-23 in favor of the Gators. Here's a chance for Florida. Great job by Clemson laying out there defensively. Chance up front, bouncing puck. Who's going to get it? A chance. Keegan Lampinen with a chance.
What a save there.
Clemson's got to get it out. It seems that they do with fair amount of ease. They will go for a change. They're going to need one. 11 minutes to go. Down 1 for the Tigers. They're pushing for offense in their zone. Gators seemingly on their heels right now, Russ.
They are. I think they are. It's been about 5-7 minutes of this constant pressure from Tigers.
Florida bounces it up against the wall, pushing past the red line into their offensive zone. Jackson Choi is a lightning bolt out there. Has been a big key of pushing into the offensive zone for the Gators. A huge factor for the Gators. He is very fast out there. A little bit of a bouncing puck. Nothing too much going, but Clemson's going to look for an opportunity here. Throws it on. What a chance and what a pass. Just doesn't get to the net. Connor Lee, nothing to worry about there. Florida goes for their offensive chance. Starting to see some back and forth here. Florida throws it on. Does not get to Dietz. Blocked by the defense. 9:55-54 remaining in this one. Clemson with a 3-on-2. A chance here. Loses the puck. Oh, right off the pads. Can't get the rebound.
Some really good rush chances here. They just can't quite cash them in.
Quality of chances have seemingly gone down in the past few minutes, but there has been a handful of them for each team. Clemson's pushing for more offense. They have been very hungry this period. It's clear what the coach was saying in the locker room is getting to the boys in orange. Puck goes deep into the Clemson zone. Florida's going to actually regain it here. Puck bouncing up against the wall. Playing close to the boards. Parker Dietz ready for an opportunity there, but nothing's coming his way. Still scrapping for the puck, both teams. Finally gets out of the Florida zone. The defense will reclaim it in their own zone, tries to push forward. Clemson tries to get it out of their defensive zone, throws it right into their own bench. Nice souvenir puck to take home with them on their way back to South Carolina just in a few days. There's a lot of great action to go here. College Hockey South D2 tournament. Russ, is there a game happening tonight outside of this one that you're excited for?
I like Vanderbilt a lot, and FAU, obviously number 1 seed. Vanderbilt, I've covered them all season, or this whole half season for CHS. I know them pretty well. Max Mona is a great coach. I'm looking forward to that matchup. He's the only coach of the team, actually. So
there we go. Gotta love the goalies. Connor Lee, Parker Dietz, they've done a phenomenal job in this one. 3-2 for two teams that normally push past 4 goals in their games. It's been the netminders that have done such a great job. A chance for Clemson. Great nifty move. Tries another one, will not go. Great job of the Florida defense to maintain him. Prevent any chances onto their goaltender. Florida wants a piece of the action. Keegan Lampinen has been held very quietly since the first period. He's their main offensive producer for the University of Florida. Fighting for it. Clemson's done a very good job at maintaining number 34, but he's going to get a chance here. Wraps around the net. Double teamed by the University of Clemson. They will push it out. Tigers have been very scrappy here. They know what they need to do. They have to find another goal. And here's Michael Katz taking it the other way. And right back is Clemson. This has been a period we have been wanting to see. This is back and forth action. This is Huntsville. This is the D2 tournament. Connor Lee deflects it off. Chance for Clemson here. Off the pads, or was that a block?
Blocked by his own skater there, actually.
Might have been a skate. Puck's going to be held just outside of the University of Florida D zone. Clemson's going to have a chance here. Win a faceoff, can't do it. Goes right into the Florida defense. They push forward for some offense. Into the offensive zone goes the Gators. Clemson reclaims the puck. Wraps around their tendy. Sends it down. Here's the chance for Clemson. Here's the chance. Number 11 for the University of Clemson. Backhand, no!
What a save.
Connor Lee, what a save, and the ref gets caught up. Another chance for Clemson up front. Bouncing puck. What a chance for Clemson there. Does not go. Connor Lee shuts the door. Bouncing puck, can't get a hold of it. Clemson reclaims, throws it right back into the zone. Puck moves around. It was Sully Koff. You had mentioned him before the broadcast, before the game had begun as well, about how skilled he is. Here's another chance for Clemson. Another shot on no, wide. Sully Koff with a great chance on the breakaway. Connor Lee closes the door. Another chance for Clemson. No. Thomas Samuelson, the captain, trying to get some momentum here. That's 2 shots for him. Nothing cooking. Connor Lee with a stop. Puck rolls out past the red line into the Clemson D zone.
You saw Sully there in the crease in the entire shift right there. Nice job there to get in front of the goalie.
Samuelson throws it in for the Tigers. Florida reclaims. A chance for them. McCoy shut down. 2 defensemen. Coming in for the big hit was Clemson Tiger. Pushed up against the wall. McCoy. Clemson looking for the puck regained. 5:27-26. Bouncing puck. Nicholson can't score. It's the captain for the Gators. Golden opportunity with a bouncing puck up in front, and another puck shot back into the benches. We will see another faceoff.
Not the best shot there from the Gators. Had a really nice opportunity. Just couldn't get the puck up enough.
Golden opportunity there. You do not get many chances right in front of the tendy to make a chance, make a goal. 3-2.
That was Connor Nicholson on that a grade A chance there.
Captain for the Gators, 3-2, 5:18 to go here in the third period. First game on the slate, College Hockey South D2 playoffs. Clemson doesn't win the faceoff, but fights for it. Gets a chance going down the ice. What a great job by the defense of Florida shutting it down.
Diaz had a nice game. That was a nice rush. Just couldn't find the handle.
5 minutes to go. There is pressure mounting for the Tigers to do something here. Florida not looking to give them an inch. Will Ralston dancing with the puck, takes it into his own zone. A little bit of a change for the Tigers. Bouncing puck behind the net. Finally gets itself out. Will Ralston is taking it. Pushed up against the boards. Still fighting for the puck here. A chance for Clemson, but nothing goes. Florida's going to go back the other way now. 2-on-2 chance. And the stop by Dietz. Time is the biggest enemy of the Tigers right now. Only 4:13 to get one more. What are they going to have to do? What are the keys to get there, Russ?
I think eventually it's going to come down to a 6-on-5 situation, and that's going to be the game right there is can they convert with no goalie?
Grit and determination. It's been the key factors for Clemson so far. They have pushed so hard in this third period. A lot of momentum their way, but it's going to be a Florida chance here in their offensive zone on the faceoff. Puck dropped. Clemson gets a hold of it, but goes back to the Florida defense. Brushed off by Dietz. 3 Tigers to 1 Gator fighting for it. Pushes out to the Florida defense. Puck up against the wall. Time ticking away. 3:56, 55, 54 to go. Florida can be content with just sitting on the puck here, but finally comes out. Thrown on net, it's Parker Dietz once again. Once again, 42 shots by the University of Florida. It's been all Dietz so far, MVP for the University of Clemson so far.
It has. It's done a great job tonight. He's been good all season. He's had the most starts by 5 or 6 games for them. And they have 5 goalies too, so he beat them all out.
Puck thrown against the boards all the way down. Hands in the air. Florida wins the race clearly. It's going back the other way. 3:37. This game was 3-0 at one point, Russ, and now it's 3-2. Clemson has been pushing offense. What can they do, man? 3:37 to go.
I think it's going to come down to the coaching of Mike DeClan down there. His timeout's gone, so he can't settle them like he did in the second period.
Florida seemingly coming out flat in the third. Not a great time to do that, but they maintain possession here. A little bit of a bouncing puck. It's going to go the Tigers' way. Past the red into their offensive zone. Puck bouncing up against the wall. Berkeley Jacek there to claim it for the Gators, but right back into the Clemson hands. And a puck flies out. I had my hand up, friends. I really thought I could get that one. Just stays away. .310 to go here. Clemson's going to get an in-zone face-off here. This is going to be a big opportunity for them. As they just find a way to claim the puck, it's going to send back out to their blue line. Maintains possession in the zone. Will Ralston, been huge momentum swinger for the Clemson Tigers. Out to the blue line, shot on. Will Ralston with the chance, backhand. No, Connolly with a save. Bouncing puck. No, just rolls past Will Ralston, another chance. Defense cannot get it in. Another chance. Score by the University of Clemson. What a goal! What a goal! What a job on effort and momentum by the University of Clemson. The Tigers are on the board, 3-3.
That's some amazing puck movement down there in the crease. Bodies were everywhere.
Wow, was that big. 2:44 to go. We have a tie game here.
And this whole game, Dietz has only gotten better. At one point, he was a little below 900. Now he's well above that mark. and he saved the team, and he's allowed them to get back in this game.
Will Ralston took advantage of that strength and conditioning, let me tell you.
I think the refs were discussing this is going to be a goal or not. This might not count. It's not on the scoreboard
What a
officially
killer
yet.
for Clemson if it doesn't.
And they're going to discuss it by the box. A Tiger did catch it with his glove and then bring it back down. He did not bat it in, but there was a hand motion. I don't believe he hit the puck in with his hand, though.
I think it was a very conscious effort made by the Clemson skater. And that's what I saw too, Russ. A little bit of a conversation here at center ice with a couple Clemson skaters and the ref.
And
they're going to credit the goal.
Wow.
3-3, 2:44. They climb all the way back against a heavily favored Gator team who was up 3-0 in this one as the 3 seed. Clemson Tigers, huh?
The Gators
3 straight.
have a lot of depth, but the Tigers are much better conditioned.
And we've seen that this third period has been all Clemson so far. The first 2 periods were all Gators. And here we are, a tie game.
This might delay our game of the week, FAU and Vandy.
And I don't think I have an ounce bit of a problem with that. What a game we have seen to open the weekend. A phenomenal weekend we're going to have indeed. Still not decided on who was credited the goal. A lot of chaos in front of the net. Clemson finds a way. They found a way all period. Clemson faithful here in the stands very happy to see their Tigers roll all the way back, 3 straight goals. We have the face-off here at center ice. A chance. Florida cheating and away. Ref holds the puck down. Still no drop. He's going to push back and reset. Actually taking Nicholson out of the face-off dot. Clemson's going to win it. Their bench is on their feet. This has been a huge momentum swing for them. Florida almost defeated in their own bench. Clemson taking the offensive zone again. This may not see overtime with the way Clemson's been playing. But Nicholson's going to try and take his team on his back. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Clemson right back out. And right back in for the University of Florida. The defense has done a great job getting the puck in deep for them. Clemson tries to regain. Recollect. Puck sent down, tipped in. Connor Lee will claim it. As well as the goaltenders have played, there's just been those offensive opportunities that have been capitalized on. Makes it a 3-3 game in this one. Tiger offense tries to regain itself. They're going to have to start all the way back behind their net. 1:58, 57, 56 to go. 3-3 game. The first of many. College Hockey South D2 tournament. Puck just escapes the Gator zone and right back in. Again, the defense has done such a good job today for Florida keeping it in the zone.
They have, and they've gotten in on the offense a lot this game. They've got the puck on net several times, and they've been the product of a lot of goals so far.
And 1:15 to go, 1:14-13. Clemson in the offensive zone, skating it around. See what they can do. Calling for it. Right back in deep. A minute remains. What can Clemson do here? Keeps it in defense. Great job, Connor Lee. A little bit of a tricky puck there to stop. Does his job. Again, skating around. This is all Tigers right now. Florida needs a whistle. That or some offensive pressure past the red line. Here comes the Gators. Here comes the Gators with a chance. Shoots it in. Bouncing puck. Michael Katz wanted it. Does not get the opportunity. Michael Katz almost gets a hold of it, but it's going to be Dietz again with the save.
Does Florida have a timeout left, or have they already taken their timeout?
Florida should.
I think they have their timeout left, and they could take it here on this draw.
34.4 to go in this one. 3-3. The shots do not tell the story. 41 shots for the University of Florida, 27 for Clemson Tigers. That has not been the storyline, though. 3-3. It's been a great job by Dietz on the Clemson end in net. And Clemson finding a way to scrape back from a 3-0 deficit.
Bit of a hold there, but no call.
A little bit, but I can't imagine we see a whistle this late. Not on something like that. Clemson tries to look for more offense. 18 seconds left, 17. Just escapes the zone. They're going to throw it back in. 12, 11, and 10. Florida claiming it. Tries to push it to the neutral zone. Throw on Connor Lee, and just saved. 4.2. We're going to see an in-zone face-off here. One more chance.
The last play, if you will, of the period of regulation.
We will not see the Florida timeout used. Clemson already used theirs.
I've seen this one time, but one time our coach pulled the goalie with 5 seconds left in a tie game in the second period.
I call it worth it. I would say you should do it, but Clemson's not going to.
It would be quite dramatic.
But one face-off win and a great shot down would affect that game plan. Here's the face-off. Puck drops, a chance, shot on, and deflected wide. We'll not see any late second heroics, but we will see overtime. 3-3. Overtime begins now. Well, man, Russ, has the story been a 3-0 comeback for the Clemson Tigers.
That was, and earlier I said that I think the Gators will be content with just killing some time, but that was obviously not what they needed to do.
A complete outmatch when it comes to shots, but Clemson's netminder, Parker Dietz, has been a storyline, a marvel for the Tigers so far. So the coaches collect their team at their benches, given a couple of minutes to strategize before we see some OT.
Dietz is playing like 2019 Jordan Bennington in the playoffs right now. Prime career Carey Price, if you will.
And I have to credit the Tigers for picking up their goaltender offensively. I mean, they have pushed hard for momentum. Pushed really hard, kind of giving some benefit to Parker for playing such a strong game. The offense has finally turned it on for him. Strategizing behind the bench. You talked on the coaches just a little bit before the intermission. The coaching strategy here, what do you want to see from the two coaches behind the bench? What are they telling their players right now?
I want to see, is it 3-on-3 or 5-on-5?
It's going to be 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. It's our OT rules here at the College Hockey South.
So it is 3-on-3, and I think because it's 3-on-3, I'm hoping for a last-minute goal, so to speak here. I don't want them to overcommit on the rush.
Three-on-three game action coming to you live in a matter of seconds here, Russ. Here we go. 5 minutes of 3-on-3. Clemson will win the draw. They're going to slowly collect it, weave into their offensive zone. Pressure on the Gators right now. Clemson holding onto the puck. Puck possession is the key here in an OT period of 3-on-3. Florida finally gets a chance to collect it. They're going to carry it behind their own net as they begin to set things up. Clemson with a quick change. Samuelson goes off. Florida takes their chance. Here they go. Here come the Gators. Past the red line, into their offensive zone. Chased is Clemson. Florida with a chance, weaves up front, loses it. Again, momentum is going to be puck possession in this one. Will Ralston has been a key momentum swinger here for the Tigers. Very shifty skater, tries to hold it in. It's going to be 2 Florida Gators pushing him off the puck. And here goes the Gators. 2-on-2 here. Dumps it off to Mara with a chance up front. No go. What a chance by the Gators. First real chance of the OT period.
Pretty aggressive little save there. He slid pretty far for that one. Sort of went towards the puck.
Chance up front for the Gators. No. Lampinen on the ice. A dangerous player with the puck. Florida tries to find a way to get to him. It's going to be Clemson regaining, pushing back into their defensive zone to reclaim the momentum here.
And Kotz is on the ice on his own hat trick watch still.
This has been the 2 offensive dynamos for the Gators so far. Clemson with a chance to change. Great job maintaining the zone there. Skates it out. Again, puck possession's the key, Russ. Puck possession is all OT is about.
Absolutely.
Tigers try and push forward. Scary play here. Keegan Lampinen with a chance. Shot on and saved. What a job by Dietz.
Lampinen had Zach Zeleminski on his right wing and just elected not to pass it to him. He took the shot near side.
Keegan Lampinen is never the player you want to see on chances like that if you're a Tiger faithful. Offensive zone won by the Gators, fought for, pushed back into the corner. They will reclaim this one. Passes it all the way down. Matthew Bertha-Jasek chases it. Connor Lee will hand it off to him. 2:34, 33, 32, 31. Florida begins their takeoff. 3-on-3 play here. 3-0 deficit came back from by Clemson. Florida with a chance here up front. Throws it on to Dietz. Will not go.
So if it goes past overtime, is it a shootout?
Yes, sir. We will see one of those. Goodness gracious me. Let me call a shootout. Wow.
How dramatic would that be?
Oh, would I love it. Face-off won by Clemson, but the aggression of Florida claims it back, but Clemson regains it. Puck possession. All I will mention. Clemson very, very careful setting up their offensive attack here. 3-on-3 here. 2:05 remaining. Here comes the Tigers. Looking for an opportunity. Skating it around. Playing the corners. And a careless pass up front. It's going to be intercepted by the Gators fairly easily, but fought for hard. What a job by Clemson, but regained by the Gators. Shot all the way down. What a chance. Matthew Berkle-Jasek cheating all the way down, looking for a breakaway opportunity. Will not go for him. Callum Shea with that turnover for Clemson. And here they go. They're going the other way. A 3-on-1, a chance shot. Oh, my God! What a goal, Clemson! Herbert Kopp. And the bench is clear. And the 3-0 comeback is complete. What a job, Herbert Kopp. Wow. The 6 seed defeats the 3. And for the 3rd time tonight, Connor Lee defeated up top. Comeback complete. What a job by the Tigers. 4-3 your final here. Incredible job. Wow.
And of course, it's Herbert Kopp, the team's leading, or the second top point scorer this season. It's been a pretty bad second half for the Tigers, but this game was pretty great for them.
They took over. Your note on the conditioning, key. Wow, what a job by the Clemson Tigers, coming all the way back, 3-0 deficit to win it here in overtime. What a start to the D2 playoffs here in Huntsville. Wow, what a job. As our cameraman holds his hands up to his face, he can't believe it. I can't believe it. What a kickoff here. Clemson knocks off the 3-seeded Gators
4-3. You saw Connor Lee there in net. He's not happy at all with that shot. He just could not snag.
Well, our 3 stars of the game for this one, I got to give it to Michael Katz for the number 1 for Florida with a great performance of 2 goals. I got to give the game winner as my number 2 star, Herbert Kopp, with a great goal to win it in OT. And then number 1 star for me has got to be the goaltender, number 35, Parker Dietz, standing on his head in this one.
Let me calculate his save percentage real quick.
As we see 43 shots, 3 goals allowed, but 40 saves.
That's a 930 save percentage. I'm not a math major, but 930 save percentage is pretty good.
That's our number 1 star of the game. What a job for Clemson. So we kick off and continue on with broadcasts here on the College Hockey South YouTube. I'm Tyler Moss.
I'm Russ Edens.
I got him to say it. Thank you for tuning in.